Welcome to the YouTube channel, The Right Place, where creativity blossoms and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Today, we're diving into the magical world of early summer garden decorating, using something many overlook: junk. That's right, what once collected dust can now bring your garden to life. Upcycled garden decor is more than a trend. It's a sustainable, stylish way to tell your story through design. From rusted finds to vintage gems, we'll turn forgotten treasures into garden gold. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an idea. We've got 15 incredible decorating topics coming up that will help you transform your garden into a whimsical, one-of-a-kind sanctuary this summer. Ready to create something beautiful from the forgotten? Let's get started. 1. Garden lighting with upcycled charm. Old metal colanders, lanterns, and chandeliers can be transformed into dreamy garden lighting for summer evenings. With a little creativity and weatherproofing, these forgotten items become glowing centerpieces hanging from trees or pergolas. String in some solar-powered fairy lights, and you've got ambience that feels straight from a summer fairy tale. 'Vintage lighting fixtures or rusted cages can serve as protective holders for candles or LED lanterns. Place them on tables or hang them along fences to create a cozy mood. The key is to let each piece retain its rustic charm while enhancing functionality. Paint or leave natural either way. The result will wow your guests. 'You can even use wire baskets or old bird cages as light holders, suspended from tree branches or hooks. Nestle lights inside and let them gently illuminate your garden as the sun sets. This idea not only adds a romantic touch, but also keeps junk out of landfills, giving it a whole new glow in 2025. 2. Planters made from unexpected finds. Why buy planters when you can craft them from upcycled junk like enamel basins, toolboxes, or even rusted mailboxes? Early summer is a time of vibrant growth, and quirky containers bring personality to your planting. Just add drainage holes and potting soil, and you're set. These pieces offer texture and history to your garden landscape. Vintage kitchen scales, old metal buckets, and forgotten roasting pans are surprisingly perfect for planting herbs or trailing flowers. Their weathered surfaces only add to the rustic charm. Consider clustering them for a layered garden display, functional and fabulous. These containers are ideal for patios, tabletops, or nestled among flower beds. Old watering cans or rusted camping cookware can double as conversation-starting planters. The aged look contrasts beautifully with fresh blooms, creating a visual story of renewal. Choose bright flowers to contrast the industrial textures, and place these DIY planters in focal points around your garden. 3. Outdoor shelving from salvaged finds. Think beyond traditional shelving. Upcycle old ladders, crates, or even discarded crates to build vertical garden spaces. In early summer, a tiered display can elevate your planting game. Use each level for herbs, succulents, or decorative objects that complement your overall garden style. Repurposed wooden tool caddies or rusted metal trays make great shallow shelves when mounted on fences or walls. Not only do they display potted plants with flair, but they also save space in smaller gardens. Paint them in cheerful summer colors or leave them raw for that farmhouse charm. Old wire shelving units or vintage crates can be stacked to form freestanding garden displays. Mix different textures and finishes to keep things visually interesting. This technique is perfect for highlighting seasonal blooms, herbs, or even small garden statues, all while staying eco-friendly and chic. 4. Garden art from industrial junk. Old gears, rusted tools, and scrap metal pieces can become captivating garden sculptures with a little imagination. Mount them on wooden posts or arrange them creatively against a garden wall to add a bold, edgy flair to your summer garden. Industrial upcycling brings contrast to soft floral settings. 'Use weathered hinges, metal springs, or coils to create abstract wall art or flower supports. The raw look of industrial junk mixes well with organic elements, producing a visually balanced aesthetic. These details add a modern retro twist to your outdoor decor, perfect for garden lovers in 2025. Don't overlook old metal funnels, pipe fittings, or wire spools as design elements. Weld or glue them together into shapes like butterflies, flowers, or garden gnomes. Display them proudly as DIY yard sculptures, one-of-a-kind pieces that showcase your personality and love for eco-conscious living. 5. Furniture upcycled for garden lounging. Transform cast-off chairs, benches, or bar carts into beautiful garden seating and display units. With a touch of sanding and weatherproof paint, even the rustiest find can become a favorite garden nook. Layer on cushions and pillows in fresh summer tones for cozy charm. An old coffee table or iron sewing machine base can serve as a garden table with personality. Add a reclaimed wood or metal top, and suddenly it's the perfect place for lemonade, a potted plant, or your favorite garden magazine. These pieces create functional yet aesthetic garden vibes. Vintage trunks or barrels can be repurposed into outdoor ottomans or side tables. Add a sealant to make them weather-resistant, and pair them with repurposed seating for a complete set. This approach not only reduces waste but turns junk into luxurious, boho-inspired garden lounge pieces. Six, hanging decor that moves with the breeze. Create hanging mobiles or chimes from old kitchen utensils, metal chains, or rusted springs. These items make soothing sounds as they sway in the breeze, adding a peaceful vibe to your early summer garden. They're also perfect for upcycling bits you might otherwise throw away. Old wire whisks, graters, or tin funnels can be turned into whimsical wind art with just a bit of fishing line and creativity. Hang them from branches, hooks, or pergolas for movement and music in your garden space. Each piece tells its own story through sound and style. Combine metal washers, broken chains, and forgotten trinkets into hanging art that's light, breezy, and hypnotic. These decorations dance in the wind and add a kinetic beauty to your summer garden. As the sun hits the metal, you'll get a shimmer that enhances the magical atmosphere outdoors. 7. Repurposed metal buckets as garden features. Old metal buckets can be more than planters. They can serve as centerpieces, fountains, or quirky sculpture bases. With a weathered texture and industrial edge, they bring vintage appeal to any corner of your garden. Add rocks, trailing vines, or even stack them creatively for added height. By cutting and welding several buckets together, you can create tiered water features or cascading flower towers. This is a brilliant way to add movement and sound while still staying within a budget. With a little imagination, even rust becomes beautiful when paired with summer greenery. 'Consider painting the buckets in bold summer hues like coral, mint, or sunflower yellow. Use stencils to add patterns or nature-inspired motifs for an extra touch of creativity. Place them at entrances or around patios to create a garden design that feels thoughtful and handcrafted. 8. Salvaged fencing as trellises and backdrops. Old wrought iron fencing or garden grates can be used as upcycled trellises for climbing plants. They add instant structure and elegance while supporting peas, roses, or morning glories. Lean them against walls or insert them into soil for a vertical green feature that thrives in early summer. Wooden or metal fencing panels with interesting patterns can also act as decorative garden dividers or privacy screens. Paint them to match your summer color scheme or let the natural wear show through for a rustic look. Use them to define lounge areas, dining spaces, or herb gardens. Mount smaller fencing pieces on walls or fences to create a layered planting wall. Attach metal pots or baskets to the panels for a vertical garden that turns any bland fence into a beautiful backdrop. This idea helps maximize small garden spaces while embracing sustainable design. 9. Upcycled garden signs from street finds. Repurpose old street signs, license plates, or rusted metal sheets into quirky garden signage. Cut and paint them with plant names, welcome messages, or whimsical sayings to add charm and function. Stick them in planters or mount them near seating areas for extra personality. 'Create layered signs by stacking different materials and shapes. Use chalk paint, enamel, or stencils to write your messages. These signs can direct guests to garden paths, name your vegetable patches, or just provide a cheerful greeting. They're also great conversation starters. 'Try using old baking trays, license plates, or weathered serving platters as the base for your signs. Add hooks or chains to hang them from pergolas, trees, or fences. Each piece tells a story, especially when decorated with artistic flair, perfect for summer DIY lovers. 10. Hanging baskets with vintage flair. Metal colanders, rusted pails, or even shallow sifters can be converted into hanging baskets with just a few chains. Fill them with vibrant summer blooms or trailing plants to create colorful floating arrangements. They work beautifully on patios, porches, or from tree branches. Add moss or coconut fiber liners inside your repurposed containers to support soil and moisture. The unique shapes and textures of upcycled materials bring a whole new dimension to traditional hanging displays. Try mixing herbs with flowers for a fragrant, functional design. Cluster several hanging pieces at different heights to create a dynamic vertical garden. Paint them in pastel tones or leave them natural either way. They'll sway gently in the summer breeze and offer a charming aesthetic touch to your outdoor retreat. (11) Vintage crates and boxes for garden storage. Old fruit crates, metal boxes, and wire baskets make excellent garden storage solutions. Stack them vertically to store gloves, seeds, or watering cans in an eye-catching way. These containers help keep your space organized without sacrificing style. Turn larger crates into mobile storage by adding wheels and a fresh coat of weatherproof paint. Perfect for housing tools, soil bags, or plant trays. This approach keeps your items handy while maintaining a cohesive garden theme with vintage charm. Label your storage pieces using chalkboard paint or metal tags for easy identification. Group them by function or plant type to streamline your gardening flow. It's a great way to bring both nostalgia and efficiency to your early summer routine. 12. Upcycled metal chairs as plant stands. Old metal chairs missing their seats can be turned into unique plant stands. Simply nest a planter or wire basket into the opening for a raised floral display. They add height and intrigue to your garden. Plus, they reuse something often destined for scrap. Paint the chair frames in fun summer colors or leave the patina to enhance a rustic look. Line the base with coir or moss for added texture. This approach is especially great for showcasing flowering vines or cascading plants like petunias. Group a few upcycled chairs together to form a sculptural planting area. Vary the height and shape to create visual interest and bring a quirky, artsy touch to any garden corner. Your guests will never guess these were once forgotten furniture pieces. Thirteen. Repurposed garden hose holders. Old metal hooks, iron handles, or salvaged wheels can be converted into artistic hose holders. Mount them to a fence or post to keep your garden neat while adding an industrial twist. They turn a practical necessity into a decorative focal point. Use broken spindles, old reels, or wire hangers to wrap up hoses in a more compact form. Paint or polish them to match your garden theme, and attach them near your water source for easy access. Upcycling these parts keeps your garden tidy and stylish. Stack old gears or rims on a base for a freestanding hose caddy. This mobile solution can follow you around the garden while doubling as an upcycled art piece. It's a brilliant way to reuse forgotten metal in a smart and sustainable way. 14. Garden sculptures from reclaimed fan parts. Broken fans or rusted fan blades can be transformed into imaginative garden sculptures. Arrange them to mimic flowers, birds, or abstract shapes. Set them among your garden beds for an artistic element that's eye-catching and eco-friendly. 'Attach painted fan blades to stakes and plant them throughout your garden like whimsical pinwheels. When caught by the breeze, they add movement and intrigue to your space. Their industrial roots contrast beautifully with soft greenery. 'Combine fan parts with other salvaged metals to build layered sculptures. Weld, glue, or wire them into tall totems or flat wall art. The possibilities are endless. These DIY sculptures tell a story of transformation right in the heart of your summer garden. 15. DIY garden carts and potting stations. Transform old rolling carts or service trolleys into compact potting stations. These upcycled pieces offer mobility, making it easy to carry tools, seedlings, and soil wherever you're working. Paint them in cheerful summer tones for a touch of style. Metal carts with multiple levels can be repurposed to hold pots, water cans, and decorative accents. Keep one shelf for fresh herbs, another for tools, and a top level for your favorite flowering plant. Its function meets form in the most charming way. Even mismatched wheels or handles can be a feature, not a flaw. Embrace the imperfect and let it shine as part of your cart's character. In a world of over-designed outdoor decor, this handmade station stands proudly with authenticity and flair. Conclusion: make junk beautiful. Thank you for joining us here on The Right Place, where imagination meets transformation. Whether you're upcycling garden hose holders or sculpting art from scrap metal, these early summer garden decorating ideas for 2025 show that junk can be both meaningful and magical. We hope you feel inspired to dig in, get creative, and give forgotten objects a second life. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share if you love these ideas, and as always, stay rooted in creativity.